Hey everybody, welcome back to another Deck Profile Friday. It's been a little while since I've done one, but we got one for you today, and yeah, we're actually gonna go over a deck that I don't really know too much about. Right, I managed to get a Worlds deck of this, and is actually missing a few cards from my friend Danny at the Edmonton Queen Mary's Market there, close to Kingsway Garden Mall, right? And yeah, I ended up getting a deck that was just missing a few cards, and just through some help online, from some buddies, and um, over the rest of Canada, I was able to actually get the cards needed, the exact cards needed, the Worlds cards, to actually complete the Worlds deck. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked to have it. So we have for today, we've got a Decidueye deck. This deck here was in the 2017 World Championships. It was the sets were XY Primal Clash to all the way up to, I believe, Sun and Moon Burning Shadows. So didn't really play much during this time, but if it's a world's deck, I probably did good, right? And so nice to have in my collection, and yeah, it was super cheap to get as well. So but yeah, we got Decidueye here, and it's not just Decidueye. It is actually Decidueye Golisopod, right? It's basically a pure grass deck. I'm fairly familiar with both. I know Decidueye here has got like a snipe damaging attack, and then Golisopod here has got like a hit, basically like a hit type of attack when it moves to the active from the bench type of thing, right? And just fast and easy attacks with Golisopod, and then you just build up with with a Decidueye there. So actually, and you can even do the Golisopod too. So pretty cool. And yeah, let's get into the list here. So we have 3 Decidueye, 3 Dartrix, right? 3 Rowlet, and that's one of the main Pokemon in the deck. We also then play 3 Golisopod and 3 Wimpod. And then the other Pokemon that we have are a pair of Tapu Lele's, 1 Espeon EX, 2 Tapu Kokos, and then a Sudowoodo, right? So basically, I'm not gonna really get into to like the basic forms, but obviously Rowlet is there to basically evolve into Dartrix, which will basically evolve into Decidueye. Decidueye is basically there for that chip damage, attack or ability that it has, right? The feather arrow, right? So that's pretty cool. It's first attack there, Razor Leaf. That's pretty cool. That's 90. Um, the GX attack here. Pardon me, I can't really read this because of the color. But like it's like put 3 cards from your discard pile, I think, into your hand type of thing. So that could be pretty cool. I think that's what it says. Wimpod's evolved in the Golisopod. Golisopod there, first impression, right? That's the damage, when it moves to the active. 120 for 1, so it's pretty good. Armor press there for 100, right? And then the damage reducer. And then cross-cutting GX. Switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon for 150. So same energy attachments as the armor press, but you know, it does a little bit more, and you get an auto switch. So neat little wall attack. Pretty cool. The cool thing about Wimpod here too is that during your first turn, this Pokemon has no retreat cost. So that's a pretty neat neat effect. I don't think that's ever been shown or done in the Pokemon TCG. Tapu Lele there for that Wonder Tag, right? Allows you to grab a supporter from the deck. And then an Energy Drive is basically Mewtwo EX from, you know, I believe it's Next Destinies. Black and White Next Destinies, right? Or that Evil Ball, Evital EX from X and Y. Basically the same thing, right? Espeon here. I'm not really too sure. I can't even read this because the, you know, obviously the color, but I'm pretty sure it does something with devolving for its first attack, right? So that's pretty cool. Second attack we don't really worry about, so I'm pretty sure it's just there for the devolving. The Tapu Kokos, right, and then the Sudowoodo. Tapu Koko is there for the, you know, two things. It's free retreat cost, which is really good. It's great to promote into after, you know, you've taken a knockout or your opponent's taken a knockout on you, I guess. And then Flying Flip there, and right, nice little spread attack of 20 to everything. And then Sudowoodo, you know, with that ability there, Roadblock, I am pretty sure it's there to basically prevent your opponent from filling up their bench. So, pretty cool. And that is it for the Pokemon. Trainers. Trainers, supporters, and stadiums. So to start, 3N, right? Really good shuffle draw supporter. 3 Professor Sycamore, right? The Professor's Research of X and Y. Draw 7. Acerola is basically like Scoop Up Net, right? Or Scoop Up Cyclone, right? Or actually it's, you know, basically Professor Turo's scenario. That's basically what it is. Guzma is basically a supported prime catcher. Bridgette, nice little consistency card. You know, some basic Pokemon search. Forest of Giant Plants. 4 of those. Basically the broken time space of grass. And if you remember how good that card was back in 2009, right? 2010. This card is absolutely epic for grass. So, great card. 4 Ultra Ball. You know, discard 2, search for any Pokemon, right? Really good. Triple Choice Band, right? Get those, you know, attacks doing more damage. First Impression, Golisopod doing 150, right? For 1 energy. That's so good, right? And especially with a couple Decidueyes in play, you know, adding those extra damage counters, right? You can easily take a knockout on a GX. Three VS Seeker, right? Allows us to reuse our supporters. So really, really good. 2 Field Blower, right? Tool and Stadium removal. 2 Floatstone, free retreat. And then 2 Revitalizer, a nice little specific for grass here. So really cool. Really like the trainer lineup in this deck. So It is pretty fantastic, and yeah, this is not a Masters Division deck. This is a pretty sure this is a junior deck, right? So I believe a junior did very well, like top 4 or 1. I can't remember off the top of my head. I would actually have to take a look. I don't believe it was a senior. I'm pretty sure it was a junior, but yeah, pretty cool. And then we've got 8 energies, 5 grass, and 3 double colorless, right? The double colorless, obviously, for Decidueye, Golisopod, and, to a lesser extent, Tapu Koko and Tapu Lele. So, but yeah, there we go, everybody. That is Decidueye Golisopod, or better known as Decipod. And yeah, very stoked to have another cool deck in the collection. I don't really get a chance to play a whole lot of 2017, right? Last game that I did play, I was playing Alola Ninetales versus, actually, I think it was a Golisopod deck. I don't know if it was, I don't know. It might have been this. It might have honestly been this. Or it might have just been a pure Golisopod deck, so. But, yeah, pretty cool. Nice little addition to the collection. And, yeah, there you go, everybody. So, yeah, once again, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you in the next video.